alternative.
All right. So it's 26? 27? COPICafe number 27.
What's going on, YouTube friends? Welcome to the channel. My name is Farid, and I want to welcome you guys to the 27th episode of COPICafe. I'm currently right now at Denver, Colorado at the Gaylord Rockies, where we're having the Rare Bloom event. Now, yesterday was the very first day of the event, and today is the second day. And so without taking up any more time, we've got a special guest with me here. And if you guys don't mind revealing yourselves, I believe we have Rob and Josh. How are you guys doing?
Hey Rob, I'm Josh.
Oh, that's weird. I just got messed up.
Just a little bit, just a little bit.
Doing good. How are you?
I am great. I'm excited to have you guys here. Just like every COPICafe starts, you know, we've got to start with what you guys are drinking.
Yeah, really exciting today. I've got a koozie, Cornucopias koozie. Zoom in on that real quick. With some water in it.
Some good
Aquafina.
old H2O.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I will have to double down on that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And I have a cup of tea. Let's zoom in on the tea.
There we go. So how are you guys doing today?
Doing really well, man. I'm a little worn out, still excited. A lot of cool people here, a lot of fun happening. It's great to run into people and build relationships. But you know, this is the third conference now, so we went from cFNTcon, we did a panel at Web3, and now we're here at Rare Bloom. I'm definitely glad we don't have a booth just because I'm worn out. Our team had to get back to work, but you know, we would have loved it. It'd be great to have a booth, to be honest, but it's so much work. I don't know.
I will say, I think for the amount of work that you guys put in at cFNTcon, you guys deserve this break. I hope you guys are able to walk around, enjoy, network, because that's what I was able to do, right? You guys were there working. So hopefully this is a break for you guys. Yeah. And you guys are able to, like I said, enjoy yourselves, meet the Cardano community, and, you know, feel some of that love that everybody has towards the Cornucopias project.
Yeah, totally. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah.
Rob, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's been absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to go home tomorrow.
Oh yeah, there's nothing that beats your own bed.
So you're excited about that long flight?
I cannot wait to stay today.
Hey, Pritesh!
Oh, look who that is.
Hey, oh my God! Round of applause. Hey, step on up. Come on in.
Nice to meet you, man. Likewise.
Okay, lots of fun happening at this event.
Oh man, I'm having a blast, guys. It's been incredible just to meet everybody in person, seeing all the different projects that are building. It's been so much fun.
Dude, you're Pritesh with Kaizen Crypto.
Yes.
Correct?
Yep, Kaizen Crypto.
Great channel.
Thank you.
Now have two. Do you guys need to duke it out or anything?
No.
We got two
collaborators. We got collaborators for sure.
When I tell you, Pritesh is always so supportive. I appreciate everything he does for the Cardano community.
Yeah.
And I appreciate what he's doing for other content creators.
Yeah, we do too.
Yeah, thank you.
This is great to bring together not only project builders, but also influencers as well. And I have noticed you do have a drink, so what are you drinking today?
Oh, yes, I've got an Americano. Should I show the audience here? I've got okay. I've got a coffee here, just a little bit of milk. It's my go-to.
Awesome. Awesome. Great to have you. We have influencer interoperability happening right here.
For sure.
Collaborations for years to come. It's good.
I'm excited all about it, man. I'm excited. And this event, right, is giving us content creators an opportunity not only to meet creators, you know, in terms of the dApps and the projects that we're seeing on Cardano, but we also get to see the people that we're affecting, you know, so walking around and people coming up and saying, hey, you know, I appreciate the content that you create. It makes me feel great because I'm able to contribute in that sense. You know, I may not be a developer, I may not work for Cornucopias, but the thing that I'm able to contribute is, you know, by spreading awareness about Cornucopias.
Yep, love it.
Yeah, and this is important for us as well, because we need to communicate with our public. So as well as having these public events, we need you guys on board. You guys are talking positive about us, that's good. Yes. You talk negative.
I definitely have to second that sentiment. It's like we do the interviews over Zoom and, you know, these online meetings, but actually getting a chance to see everybody in person and getting a chance to put the face behind the name, it's really impactful because it's really building these long-lasting relationships. We're all here building in the ecosystem, and it's just exciting to see all the growth that's happening within the community.
Yeah, we're so early. I think one of the things in the Cardano community that I love, like crypto as a whole in terms of mass adoption is so early, but then you have Cardano that's really just coming into its own with the scalability and everything they've done recently with the Basel hard fork. We are now as a community so well positioned to really just to start to thrive, and we're so early in the space, and it's awesome to get together with people. This is the second, I guess, Rare Bloom external conference outside of the Cardano Summit, right? So second conference that's organized by somebody other than the foundation, and it's just cool to get, like you said, meet up with people that you've been talking to for a long time that you haven't met face to face yet, which was really cool. Like last at cFNTcon, Rob and I got to meet some of our own team that we'd only seen in Google meetings, So Jane came, and that was amazing. You saw him hosting the games, the demos that we revealed, the Solace demo of people running around trying to find Joe. David was mostly hosting that one. Jane was mostly hosting the race. So we got people hands-on playing our game, and we got to meet our employees and team that we hadn't seen other than in a Google meeting, and that was just amazing.
I think maybe. Whoa, two mics. Whoa,
one at a time, buddy.
Yeah,
easy.
Maybe I'm kind of fishing for a potential leak here, but you're not only an influencer, you're also a game builder yourself. So maybe next year you'll be presenting your game.
You know what? I can't wait to see what type of collaboration we can put together. So we're building Lovelace Saga. Very grateful also to be supported by the community. We actually got funded in Catalyst Fund 9. So we're going to be building, working very hard. But just to see what you guys are doing with the Metaverse, it'd be fantastic to, in the future, hopefully discuss some type of collaboration there.
Well, I think we're part of our desktop launcher. We're potentially looking at creating an app store, a verified place where people can launch their games. So I think we've got, we have a platform, Metaverse platform there that we can have talks in the future of somewhere for you to launch your game from.
I'd love that. I do know that you guys have a samurai zone, right? Oh, that's going to be awesome. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, it's going to be called Fortuna.
Fortuna.
Actually. Yeah, and
Okay.
I can't wait to start building that one.
Nice.
We have just recently started building the second zone, Esperanza. So we started with Solace. We're now working on Esperanza in tandem with Solace. That's somewhat of a leak right now, but and then Fortuna will be the third one that we start.
That's cool.
We have Adam here from Adam Dean, well-known OG from the Cardano world. Adam, what are you drinking today, man?
I'm getting some water on board, so a little Sal Pellegrino.
Oh, Sal
Yeah.
Pellegrino. Very nice. Welcome to COPICafe. It's your first COPICafe.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me.
This one, we're just winging it.
You're the first cowboy I've seen in Denver.
That's saying something. Yeah. I was surprised. I figured Charles would wear the cowboy hat, but he didn't. He just wore the poncho. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how's the event going? How did cFNTcon go for you? What do you think of Rare Bloom?
I've loved both events. They've been awesome. Seeing the entire community come out has been amazing. cFNTcon was like a crazy big degen party, whereas here we're having like some more time to network and do a lot more kind of B2B stuff. So it's been two very different vibes, but both very excellent events that I've been excited to be a part of.
Yeah, I agree. I think both have been invaluable, and major differences with each. But yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, and I see on the top of your hat you've got a little Buffy Bot badge.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about Buffy Bot?
Well, Buffy Bot is it's so much part of kind of our Cardano history. We named our stake pool Buffy back in the day, Marco and I, because we were saying, staking, there's an obvious vampire connection. He's a big fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So Buffy was born, and then, we were playing around with an idea to have Ada Lovelace and her Buffy Bot companion that would teach people about Cardano. And Buffy Bot was born from somebody's Fiverr sketch that we've now adopted to this whole thing that's running events and minting NFTs and everything else all around it. So.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if any, actually you guys don't know this, but Adam played a big role, along with Andrew, whom you'll see in a bit. Adam played a big role in helping us with setting up the staking for the Kopi rewards within the Drip Drops pool.
Yeah, and that was really exciting to kind of do some of that cool math that we get to play around with when we're talking about tokens and rewards, and figuring out how do we correctly incentivize the behavior that we're looking for without getting too crazy. So it was awesome to be able to help you guys with that.
Yeah, it was, and I think it's been cool to see how the communities participated. It was kind of tough to set up and figure out how that was all going to work, but we got basically you can stake your ADA in our pool and earn ADA and Kopi. But then you could also, if you've got your land NFTs in that wallet as well, you're still earning Kopi. So that's been really good. Thanks for helping us set that up. I
gotta add to that as well. Adam had helped me actually mint our NFTs for Lovelace Saga. So Kaizen NFTs are actually minted by Buffy Bot. And there's going to be countless other projects who's been helped by Buffy Bot and Adam. So huge shout out to you. And since you guys are all here on this panel, I do have a question just to better know your thoughts.
Sure.
In terms of these in-person events, it's really exciting to see everybody in person, but I want to know your thoughts about the Metaverse and how you think that's going to play into these in-person type of events. For people who weren't able to actually make it out to cFNTcon or Rare Bloom, what do you guys think about the future of the Metaverse and how these events are going to play out?
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to see more capabilities for virtual participation as we get the VR experience kind of dialed in more, like Quest and things like that are doing really well right now, but it's still kind of niche. The batteries don't last very long, so it is hard to really participate in a virtual environment like that. But absolutely, we had a couple of groups at cFNTcon that were live streaming into like Future Fest and a couple of these other Metaverse projects where they were live streaming the stages and stuff. So I think absolutely, as these years go by, there's going to be a big opportunity for people to participate that way in a kind of a virtual setting.
With conferences, it provides a great opportunity to do things like Cardano World that you've heard Rob and I talking about before. And it was something that I had originally diagrammed out on a sheet of paper when Rob and I were first talking about creating a Cardano, like a crypto alley that would have all these different Cardano projects involved. And then that's kind of evolved, and Rob's iterated on it, I've iterated on it. We're doing something called Cardano World. We're pushing it back in our roadmap, but when we're able to create that, the value add for a conference producer like yourself is you get to create a virtual space, a virtual replica of what's happening in the conference that gives anybody that's unable to go halfway around the world, and as we know, it's crypto, so we got people all over the world in Cardano, but now for cFNTcon, for Rare Bloom, when we have that built, you guys will be able to have this an experience for people to come in and participate in a cooler way. So that's pretty exciting. I don't know if you were going to add anything there.
Yeah, I think the exact use case for Cardano World, the first use case is that virtual world, the expo, where, like you say, people can come in, we can mirror what these different events are, and then I don't have to travel 20 hours. I think there's an
Good luck with that.
Well, there's an expo event nearly every week. I was talking about one in a few days. Is there in New York, and then there's another one in Manchester. There's one in Dubai. It's like, wow, crazy. So yeah, when the metaverse comes together and all these projects can work together in one space, I think that's going to be really exciting to explore.
Yeah, completely agree. Any questions from you, Farid?
Yeah, I just want to say, kind of going on Pritesh's question, I think it would be amazing to be in the world of Cornucopias, at a live event or at a stage where you're able to see what's going on at cFNTcon, see what's going on at Rare Bloom, right? Because there's a lot of people that aren't able to attend. And so I'm super excited to see what you guys come up when it comes to that. But then also for content creators like yourself and I know sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to capture content as everything is going on. So I would love to see, from event planners like yourself, a dedicated booth or a dedicated space where content creators can go record interviews, live stream, and share content with the public in a simple manner. And so again, I appreciate what you're doing, Adam, and thank you for putting on cFNTcon.
Yeah, absolutely, and that was something that we tried to have for this year's cFNTcon, and the timing just didn't really work out, but we absolutely did want to have kind of a content creator space. I don't know if you remember, but that kind of triangular wedge-shaped room that was up on the second floor, that was going to be the idea, so that you could have the backdrop of the trade show floor and everything. And it just, the timing didn't quite work out, but for next year, we're definitely going to look at doing something like that.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. Looking forward to hearing more about your planning for cFNTcon and how that's going next year. Aren't you guys doing something like the Road to cFNTcon? Or
yeah, there will absolutely be our Road to cFNTcon events that we do mostly around the U.S., but we have also tried to branch out and do some international ones as well. So we're going to try to do a big series of local small-scale meetups all over the place in the build-up to next year's cFNTcon. And that road starts today, and we're already rolling on it. So,
well, I hope you make it to Austin. There's some good projects in Austin.
Yep.
So yeah, if you guys can make it out there, we'll definitely go grab a bite, something like that, and we'll force Rob to fly over.
Hey, Marco said they're going to have one in Manchester.
Oh,
So, I mean, that's a
does that
little
mean
bit.
you're going to force me to fly over there?
I might be in America at the time, so I might not make it. You could send anybody.
I could be in Manchester. Who knows? Anyway, Adam, thanks so much for joining us on COPICafe.
Thank you, guys.
And for all you do for the Cardano community. You're a real value add, so we're glad to have you.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
All right, man.
Excellent.
Talk soon.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Holy crap! Look, are you kidding me?
Oh man.
Hey, it's
Look who it
Newm.
is.
You guys want to join us? You guys want to join us? Come on in. Come on in. Yeah.
Jump
Yeah.
in.
Jump on. Yeah. No crash.
All right. What's up?
Wait. Hold on.
Bring it. What is this? Come here. How are you, man?
Hey guys, what's up?
Hello.
Hugs, high fives, whatever. All right. Wait, come on in. Come on in. All right, Rob, Rob, if you just lay down on the floor.
If
you would just-
on top of it.
If you just, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick you up. Well, we can
two
fit
now.
4 on this couch.
Come on, baby.
This is wild. Yeah, this is wild. Okay. All right. Exciting.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the Newm team.
What's up? What's up?
Actually, this is part of the Newm team. This is 2/40ths of the Newm team.
Yeah,
Yes.
240th, 241st actually.
Oh, two.
yeah, we
two out
found
of 40.
a new employee at this summit.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice.
Shout out to Pay. Thanks for Rare Bloom, bro.
Nice, nice. So, tell us who you are and what you do. And do you want to take?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Andrew Westberg. I'm the CTO at Project Newm, and this is COPICafe, right? Mm-hmm. I am. I've seen your show.
Thank you very
Uh,
much.
so-
Well done.
We get set.
You have to say what you're drinking, right?
Yeah, what are you
Okay,
drinking?
so I am drinking Radiant Green Tivana.
Tivana.
Tivana, it's a tea. I'm pretending I'm British, like
All right.
Rob over there.
Radiant green.
But he doesn't.
Tivana.
He has no milk in it though, so I don't. He's doing it wrong.
All right. Come on. What are you drinking?
Yeah. So I'm Ryan. I'm the co-founder and co-CEO of Project Newm, and I am powered by bean juice.
juice?
Yes, man. This is just black coffee.
Straight up bean juice.
Exactly. It's
All right.
it's the drink of the gods.
all right. I love it.
I'm telling you, man.
love
So
it.
COPICafe.
Yeah, I was going to say COPICafe, but you're the guest, so I think all the attention's on you for the time being. You want to tell us a little bit about Newm?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. So Project Newm, we're a decentralized music ecosystem. We're aiming to change the game by providing a place for artists to live, really from consumption to retirement. So there's a whole bunch of stuff we're doing, but the big gist of it is we're doing decentralized streaming, direct tipping to artists and micropayments. We're doing ticketing, ticket sales for in real life and metaverse stuff. We have governance, and then the big thing that I think is pretty revolutionary is we're doing fractionalization of IP rights, specifically right now for streaming royalties. And that actually we dropped our proof of concept last week, so you can go and actually be a part of that right now. So
How does that work then? Fractionalizing music.
I can answer that. Yeah, so the fractionalization, we take the song and we first get it on all the streaming platforms. So the Web 2 stuff. Eventually we'll have our own streaming platform, but right now we're just integrating with the Web 2 stuff. So once it's on there, then we mint it as an NFT. It goes into a smart contract where it's locked, and then out of that smart contract comes 100 million fractions, which is like 100% with 6 decimals. And then it's up to the artist to decide what they want to do with that. They can either keep it themselves, they can pass it off to family, friends, or collaborators, or they can run a sale through our marketplace and sell those to their fans, who then become their promoters and ambassadors, really.
So for any of you music people in the COPICafe, yes, you just heard us describe a DSP service as a distribution service. So basically, we're combining the best of both worlds, in my opinion. You get your exposure in Web 2, so all the people that are on the traditional streaming marketplaces, but your entry points through Web 3. So all of your rights and stuff are represented in a tokenized form, and that allows you a lot of flexibility and to utilize that power of Web 3 with the exposure of Web 2. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
I absolutely love it. I think, sorry, Rob, it looks like Rob was excited to chime in there. One thing I want to say is it's a great opportunity every once in a while in COPICafe when both Rob and I start talking to really try to overpower, and just kidding. I'm totally kidding. No, you go next, Rob, but like what I love about Newm, and to be honest, before we even met these guys, we were looking at how are we going to bring in music into our metaverse? How are we going to make this work? Because I've always, the fact is this, is that with the traditional music industry, the artists have over time been, they haven't been empowered. The money is all flowing, they're not paid right. And what we're gonna have, if it stays the same, is the dwindling out of something that we all love so much, which is music and art. And we don't want that to happen. And so I'm really passionate about bringing and empowering artists. And the reality is, with what we have to build here at Cornucopias, we don't have enough time in the day to go out and start our own music venture like Newm, right? And so when I discovered what these guys were doing, it was it's kind of like a match made in heaven. We got to figure out how we can work together, because these guys are also aligned with our vision as well. How do we empower artists? How do we empower creativity? How do we bring that in to Cornucopias Metaverse? And so I guess this is a little bit of a leak. Rob, is this a little bit of a leak?
Are we allowed to say anything?
Yes, yes. We are going to partner
he's a
with.
vault.
We're going to partner with Newm.
Rip the Band-Aid off. Let's do it.
All right. Yeah, it's a leak.
That's
We're
a
going to
leak.
work with Newm to get music into the metaverse. So one simple, concrete example would be you're flying around in your bubble jet. You turn on the radio, you select a song, it accesses our API to the Newm library, pulls in the music that you want to listen to. Something like that. Or you're walking around in solace, you're having a great day out in nature, you put in your earbuds that you've got in your little camping kit or whatever it may be, and you select what you want to listen to. It pings the Newm API, we bring music into our world. That's just one of many ways we can work together.
Yep, that's a true statement. I will say, from our end, when we had our first conversation with you, I was like, this guy gets it. And for all of you Copy folks, yeah, the music industry is just ridiculously complex, and it's on purpose, to be honest with you. It's like a tangled web. It's like Hedera hash graph, except, you know, not proprietary. But basically, Josh understands that. And when I realized that, and I went, oh wait, you are literally what you just said is what I always say, and you're aware of that. And I think when we realized that, that was like, yep, that is a match made in heaven, in my opinion, because you get it, you understand the vision, and we were in alignment on that. So, you know, at that point, it was like, all right, we'll just work out the details, but we know this is definitely something that needs to happen.
I think for me, the most exciting part of this, being a disruptive technology, is everybody's seen our videos, and you know how, as you go into the metaverse, you come up this tube. I think the biggest use case for this technology is to disrupt elevator music, because as those characters come up,
Elevator music.
Please tell me it's still rolling.
Oh my God!
Please tell me.
Let's disrupt that.
Is it rolling? Okay, what was the beeping? We're disrupting elevator music.
With
well,
beeping.
There's a beeping going.
Yes.
Elevator music. Yeah, that's the most important thing we've got to do in the metaverse.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. No, I'm with you, Rob. Like, elevator music needs to die. Like, can we hashtag death to elevator music?
Does elevator music count as like the hold music that you get when you call a giant corporation?
Yes.
That's
Obnoxiously
in the same,
bad.
In the same vein, yeah.
Most
I
assuredly.
agree with you then,
It's not
Rob.
just me.
I agree with you. To the end of it.
Amen.
Good job, guys. disrupting something so bad.
So, but I'll say
So-
the metaverse though in music. You said it, and we can't say anything else. But this is the tip of the iceberg of how you can integrate music into the metaverse. So just strap in. There's a lot of crazy stuff that you can do. So
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm super excited for what you're doing, Ryan. And you're obviously integrating your platform into the Cornucopias metaverse, but I know there's a prominent figure that already exists within the Cornucopias community who's actually an artist as well. And so I'm sure Rob and Josh know Seven very well. I believe he's also a Corn moderator in their Discord. And so if you're watching this, Seven, this is going to be the man that you're going to want to get in contact with. I just wanted to say that.
We might have talked about something already. There might be something in the works.
We can't be leaking that though.
We're not going to fully leak that, but it's like a partial leak. There's something happening here.
I agree.
All y'all are leaky here. I don't know what they put in the water, but
It's leaky gut. It's not leaky gut. It's just leaky
Colorado
leaks.
Spring.
Yeah, it must be the elevation.
It could be
yeah,
that as well.
everybody's a little lightheaded. They're just
Well-
the tongue is loosened here, I guess.
So, out of curiosity, what are the biggest challenges you guys have had in everything you're doing? Because I look at, we talked to you last night over dinner. In about a year, or what's the time frame? 2 years? So you've built up a team of 40 people, and some of them are not
41.
41, yes, 41. Get it straight. Josh. What are the biggest challenges?
I can speak for myself. There's two. One, fiat to crypto off and on ramp, just for onboarding new users, because really we're not a tech company. We're a music company that just so happens to use blockchain to facilitate our business models and what we do, right? And so, and I think you guys are the same. It's very much very much user forward. It's a, we're looking for mainstream.
How do we bring in the traditional gamers? How do you, the onboarding into the blockchain space?
Exactly. So I think that's a big challenge, and then the other one is an educational component. And this is, we're essentially creating hammers. We are building tools, and now it's going to be up to the musicians to take those tools and to actually go, okay, well, here's the house that I want to build with these tools. Now, what does that house look like? So what are the best practices, right?
Yeah.
What type of saturation in the market do you want? What's your pricing model? How many bundles you want? How do you continually connect with your audience? How do you token gate, utilize these things? And I think for that, like Pritesh over here, he's one of our crypto ambassadors for Newm, and so people like him are going to be helping us to create that educational content that's going to help educate and onboard these people into the space. I think that's a big component. So those are my two big things.
Just wanted to piggyback off what you were saying there, Ryan. I've been following the project for a while. I think that's such an important thing to pay attention to is the education aspect of it. In terms of being able to get into crypto, there's the whole fundamental knowledge base that you need to create a wallet or buy ADA or get your tokens off an exchange and start staking it to a pool. So all that kind of stuff is also going to be very relevant to what you're building.
Well, and you just said it too, right? Like we were, like with MERS, who's doing one of our sales right now. We were like, okay, we need your ADA address so we can send you your tokens and whatnot. And he's like, oh yeah, I think this is my ADA address. And we were like, oh god, okay, let's double check this. And then we were like, we need a good human readable address for all of musicians that come into Newm. So there's like alpha, beta, whatever. But
if you need any more ambassadors, I can highly recommend Farid.
Okay then. Well, and
Have those conversations.
Well, Pritesh was saying, he's been around for a while. I have to be honest, Pritesh has been around since like this was in my brain. We were driving in a car together in Wyoming.
This was an idea.
It was just a little twinkle in my eye, is what this amounts to. Yeah, so he's seen this thing going on behind the scenes since Jump Street.
You guys mentioned the education. You mentioned the educational aspect of onboarding users. Just so you know, we are going to have something probably in about 3 months. We've designed it to gamify Cornucopias education, right? But it's not just that. There will be security badges that you can earn. There will be all like onboarding into crypto badges, all sorts of different things. It's primarily around educating people on what's happening in Cornucopias. So there'll be a custom domes badge. There'll be a theme zone badge, all sorts of things. There'll be a badge for the Copi Wiki to encourage people to go and learn. And the point of this is to get our community armed and ready for the masses that are going to come over in the next bull cycle to be able to really help onboard other people, and it'll be a self-moderating community. The incentive for that with some of our users is going to be, well, maybe you get earlier participation, you get whitelisted, or you get access to an NFT sale, something like that. The reason I mention that is we're going to try to make that available to other projects as well. So white labeling version in the future is on the roadmap for that, so that other projects can really help their community to grow and learn and help participate with them, because it's so powerful in crypto.
Well, so it's I love that you mentioned that, because as far as educational content right now, we already have a publication that we do. We have a release cadence of about one a week. It's called our Newm mag, and it's designed to, it's focused primarily for just basic education into what the heck is crypto, how does this apply to me, and as a musician, what does that mean for me? And so we try to make that barrier to entry pretty low, in the sense that we have Mason as one of our writers, and she's just a killer author. And so everything that she puts out, a couple of our other people that submit stuff, it's just great content. So I think this will actually be a good thing to talk about for us to start putting out some written magazine content in reference to that, to help prepping people for the onboarding.
Absolutely, that's great.
So shout out to Mason.
A lot that can happen here, folks. Any other questions from you guys before we keep going? Well, thank you so much. Is there anything you want to add, Andrew?
No, I'm good. Thanks. Thanks for letting us just walk by and happen upon your thing.
Yeah, dude.
That was convenient.
I know.
Thanks for joining us.
It's like a black hole. We come in here and things start popping out.
Yeah.
First COPICafe I've been on, actually. This is the first one I've actually been on. So it's actually it's
This is
an
my first
in-person
as well.
COPICafe for us.
You guys have been
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob, we should leave and let them talk about it.
Okay, so Andrew.
Well, that is going to do it for this episode of COPICafe. I want to thank Andrew, Ryan from the Newm team, Kaizen, crypto influencer, obviously Rob and Josh. And for those of you tuning in, if you guys were not able to get to us here at Rare Bloom, that's unfortunate. We do hope to see you guys at the next event. And I want to thank you all again for coming on to COPICafe 27. Wish you all the best.
Awesome.
Woo! Good work, you guys.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Yeah, everybody's gotta have a drink from COPICafe. I got you. Oh no, you're like somersault, like just like. Wow. No screwing around.
No, you're good. Just up and tell about your eye level.
Are these mics pretty good at isolating noise from other conversations?
Yeah, they should.
All right, yeah, so I don't know how this is going to cut in, but we're rolling, right? We'll figure it out. So a lot of this is impromptu. Please forgive the lack of pre-production.
That looks amazing.
It actually is. I'm pretty happy with the food here.
Nice. What about you, Rob? You're not hungry?
Are you doing a spin-off show? What are you eating?
What are you eating? Oh my God. Later tonight, when I get the cigars out, it'll be, what are you smoking? Whoa. Wait a second. You better not be smoking something bad.
Only in Colorado.